Okay, YouTube. All right. Today we're going to be talking about another Pink Floyd song, an acoustic one. This one is called Pigs, three different ones. And this has got a good acoustic, a couple of good acoustic covers out there. A guy named Phil McCracken, I think, has probably the best one out there. I can't play it like him, but I wanted to dissect some of the acoustic version that he puts together. There's some little of my own little spin on it because I can't play some of those things, but I believe it'll help you all if you're trying to play this song in an acoustic manner. The guitar itself is in standard tuning, so it should be easy to learn how to play this. The amplifier, I have a little bit of a delay slash echo on it, and it does help in trying to get that the more authentic type of the song. It has a sort of an extended introduction to it, and I'm going to go over that in detail as I play it, and we will dissect the different parts of this song. So with that, let me go ahead and play a little bit of the intro and then some of the verse to help you remember what this song sounds like. Okay, that's sort of the introduction to the song. As you get into the song itself, the introduction is pretty much starts on a in the original song. The intro starts with a keyboard playing this part, but you can play the introduction part on guitar fairly easily. It's all on the B and the E string. Or you can use the C note on the fifth string up here on the A string if it's easier to play it like that. But you're essentially just hitting the open B, and then you're going to just sort of hammer on to the F sharp note on the high E string. And then you're going to go to a C as a bass. Okay, so that's the first part. So at real speed, it's sort of like this. Okay. So that's how you play that little intro part. You could also play that if your fingers are. You could play the second note up here on the C string, or on the C note on the A string, fifth string. Okay. Okay, next it moves into a another section here where it's sort of, it's still in the intro, so it's, you're just doing an E minor and doing a pull off with your pinky, and then dropping to a C, and then you're going to do a little slide note run. So you're going to do you're going to jump onto the G string, third string, and then you're going to slide up to the fifth string, and then you sort of slide back down, open, and then go to the next chord. So it's and then open, fifth string on the D, fifth fret or fourth fret on the D string, and then open. So that's second string, I meant second string, second fret, slide up. So it's, and then it does again. So that's the second part of that, of the intro. And the third part of the intro goes to a, it's basically an E fifth type chord, played on two strings, played on the D string and played on the G string. You're just going to hit those, and you want to really emphasize the delay / echo. And you can do that by not only having the delay and the echo on your amplifier, but also by sort of creating that like this. Sort of like bouncing on the chord. And that's an E fifth. So first finger on the second fret of the D string, ring finger on the G string, fourth fret. So you're going to do, that's the little run. Starts on the fourth fret of the D string to the fifth fret, slide up to the seventh fret, back down to the fifth fret, open string, D, and then to the C chord. So in real time, that's like this. Do it again. Okay, so that's the third part of the intro. So it's basically again. And then you're going to go to the E fifth thing. To the C. Okay. And then it's going to finally get into the verse itself. Now the verse is played fairly easily. It starts out on the E minor, and you're going to play the lead portion with your little finger, and you play it on the high E by bouncing between the third fret and the second fret. So you're going to do that with your little finger while you're playing the E minor chord. Full G, the one with the extra note in here, the extra D note, a D note, give it a little more reinforcement. And then you're going to walk down on the low E. So you're going to go to an E minor. You're going to walk down to an E minor. So So you're playing from the G. Then you're going to jump to a D real fast, and then back to an E minor. So all together it's like this. Well, well, heeled big wheel, ha ha, shira. Okay, so that's how the first two lines of the verse go, and then it jumps really into a C chord, and when your hand is on your heart, then it's going to do a little walk up of notes, and the first time you do this, you start out on the F sharp, you go to a G, and then you go to a G sharp, and then you go to an A seventh. You're going to end up at an A seventh. Now listen how this is. And when your hand is on your heart, to a G, nearly a good laugh, almost a joker. You're basically going from a G to an A7, so it's G, G sharp, A7, G7, G7 sharp, or you can do it just the notes. But you really cry. Okay, so the last line sort of goes out, you know, and they repeat that that little deal, sort of building tension. Nearly a laugh, nearly a laugh, but you're really a cry. And then you go back to E minor, and so you can do an E minor here, and then you're going to go up to the 7th fret, covering the 7th fret of the E string, the high E, the 8th fret of the B string, the 9th fret of the G string. That's another E minor, but it's at the 7th position. And then you're going to go to a C. So this, it really goes like this. So you're nearly a laugh. You're nearly a laugh, but you're really a cry. So it's E minor, and then do a C. Back to the E minor with the D. Okay, so that's how the verse goes. The second verse is basically the same thing, and it jumps back into the bus stop rat bag. E minor to D. So you do that again. And you're going to get to the last line again of the second verse, and then it's going to go into sort of an interlude itself of the song. So let me play the last song, or the last couple lines of the last verse, and then I'll jump into the interlude, and then you'll see I'll explain the chords of the interlude itself. Okay. You're nearly a laugh. You're nearly a laugh, but you're really to cry. Okay, the interlude, and you'll remember it in the song, it's got kind of cool chords. It essentially starts on that E minor that's on the 7th fret that I showed you a few minutes ago, up here. And then it drops to, and makes it what's called a D6 chord. You're going to just cover the 7th fret, starting from the D string all the way down. You're just going to cover that. So it's easy to get to if you play this chord. So it's... Okay, you're going to do that for eight times, and then you're going to go to the 3rd fret, and you're going to do a similar type of riff, except you're going to use the bar C chord, starting on the 5th fret, and laying this down from the D string down. So you're going to get a C sound. It's a C major chord at the 3rd fret. Now you're gonna do the same kind of shift, except now you're going to start on the 5th fret of the A string. It's essentially a B flat with a C bass. Okay, so you're just going to lay your fingers down, starting on the A string, all the way down. So you're going to do this kind of lift off. You're going to do that for 8 times again, and then you're going to go back again to this upper one. It's easy to get that. Once you get the feel of that, it's not hard to do, actually. So you're going to do that, you do it 8 times at the upper, 8 times lower, 8 times again at the upper, 7th fret, 8 times at the lower, and then you're going to go, then it ends on a B, sort of building tension. So you're going to do a bar B, so it's B, and then you basically repeat the entire intro again. So you're going to go. So you're gonna basically go from the interlude, and then what you're gonna do the entire intro all over again, including all of the that whole thing. Do that all again. Repeat the entire intro again, and then you finally go to the 3rd verse, essentially playing the 3rd verse. Hey, you White House. Ha ha. It's the same. You play it the same way that you did before, and that's going to end on the but you really do cry. And then there's an outro solo that's basically on these chords. So you're just gonna play the E minor in the upper, in the 7th position, 7th fret, and there's an outro solo. I won't go into the outro solo. I suspect it's an E minor pentatonic outro solo, and you just sort of fade away. I've heard some renditions where you end on an E minor. So anyway, that's how you play Pigs, 3 different ones from Pink Floyd on an acoustic guitar, trying to fill in some of those other parts. A critical thing, I believe, is to get the delay or echo so it sounds correct. As before with any of my guitar tutorials, if you have questions or tabs or anything like that, just leave me a comment or a message on my YouTube channel, and I will answer those questions. So, as always, have a great day. Thanks a lot.